Was that a dramatic entry? I don't know. Don't mind this pillow here. It's a pillow. It's just basically to help my back support. So welcome to my YouTube channel. I decided to do that whole intro because when I was setting up, yeah, I think I should take this. Like when I was setting up, I just liked the fact that I was walking up and down trying to figure out like my lights. So hi, how are you? My name is Mumi Luba and this is my first YouTube video. Please don't mind any noise you can hear like in the background. I live at home and there are people at home. It's me. So they're going to make noise. But yeah, so I'm making this YouTube video, and one thing that just randomly occurred to me anytime I slouch, I'm like, but like, if I don't slouch, I'm not comfortable. But it shows in the video that there's like, anyway, back to what I was saying. It's also raining, so I hope that the light does not go off. They don't take lights. Um, yeah, it's a light rain that is trying to pick up, but hopefully it does not. Yeah. So what's this YouTube video going to be about? Okay, I was talking about a random thoughts. So a random thoughts that I had that I remembered rather was when I had posted a video on my LinkedIn last year. Yeah, I posted a video on my LinkedIn last year or early this year. And one of my friends told me that, oh, you have a face for like video contents. I did not even understand what he said. So, but I've been creating video contents for a week now. So, why not YouTube as well? Why not just throw that into the mix? So, yeah, so behind me, I think you can see my toothbrush and toothpaste. I've already started the video, so I'm not removing that from the video. And it's because it's not good to keep your toothbrush or toothpaste in your bathroom. It's not good, so it's on my table. And that's where it's gonna be. Should I remove it still? Even though I've told you guys. Yeah, I think that's better. It doesn't have to like bother your eyes. Anyway, I have like journals and a few other books. That's what's in the background. But yeah, today's video, I've had enough of learning. Today's video is about lessons I've learned basically since starting my new account on Instagram. It's called EUPU, and that's the account I'll be posting this on. I did introduce myself. Oh, my name is Wani Olua. Nice to meet you, whoever you are, and I hope it's nice to meet me too. Um, with YouTube, I'm just going to be trying my best to be myself. Like I Diddy Daggy brands, you know, go like to 100 different places at once, and that's the whole process of documenting this on Instagram, YouTube. Okay. I'm also not going to be editing this video because editing is not my strongest suit, and right now I'm not trying to make it my strongest suit. So what you see is what you get. Looking down because I have my iPad with me. You have a beaten up case here, but that's just anyway. The reason why I opened my mouth is because I was trying to see that if I'm not editing the video, that do I have things that are important that I don't want people to zoom in, and no. But even if I do, I'm just going to cut it out. We'll see. We'll see what I eventually do. But yeah, lessons learned. And I was watching a YouTube video just before I started making mine, and you know I'm here and I'm just glad I'm here. I'm glad to be doing this. I'm just happy. Okay, so one lesson I've learned would be, so when you see me look down, I'm just trying to get my thoughts in order. One lesson I've learned so far is that, you know, I have the ability to do more than I think I do. Like I have much more in me than I think I have in me. There's always this, I guess, idea in my head that, oh, for sure, I know I can do that. I'm just not doing it because I'm just not interested. But when you start, you realize how hard it can be. And you realize that, people that are doing it deserve kudos for what they're doing. And at the end of the day, I realize it's not for you. Even if you can do it or it's easy for you to do it, it's not for you. It's kind of a random thought. I'm not sure where I was going with that, but anyway. So I started 22nd June. So I wrote down what I learned that 22nd June last week Monday. Today is 29th June Monday. And for the past week, I've really enjoyed myself, like putting myself out there, not being scared of doing it, trying to get people to follow my account. I finally reached 100 followers. Yay! Just assume that it's like one of those edits where the yay clapping sound is there. Just assume that's that. Anyway, um, that happened. But, more importantly, I think the biggest thing I've learned is that there are seasons of like where people would say dry seasons, but more wilderness seasons. And then there are like seasons of, even if you're still in the wilderness, there are seasons of like go, go, go. So I'm a Christian, so there are a lot of biblical metaphors that are going to be coming in when I'm speaking, because that's just, where I draw a lot of inspiration from: the Bible, God, the Holy Spirit. So one thing that I decided through the help of the Holy Spirit, actually, when I started the account, was that I was not going to create this huge goal for myself. I was just going to take a few months and see how I'm doing and see where I can change and how I can build on what I've already built, the foundation which I've already built on. And then along the way, to just learn different things about content creation and what else about content creation. Is it obvious I don't have a script? Because I don't. About content creation, about trusting myself, about building my skills, about building my confidence in the ability to build something else. That's also something I've realized that needs to be built. Like, your confidence is built brick by brick. I'm a pretty confident person, but I think that it's also very easy to be very doubtful and to think that something just won't succeed without even trying, talking myself out of things before I even have the opportunity to show up in front of the camera and actually do the thing. So I also decided I was going to build it like a creator business. When people say, oh, this is my baby, I'm building a fashion brand, or I'm not building a fashion brand, I'm building a personal brand. I'm building something that revolves around me to a degree, but hopefully points back to the creator of the universe. Yeah, that would essentially be my aim, one of my major goal, amongst other things. Then obviously there are a few other things here that are boring. But the last time I wrote for the lessons was 25th June, and it was, essentially me trying to build a personal brand. I have realized that I have to have personal taste, and I don't think I have good personal taste in a lot of things. Whether that's in dressing, don't look at my gown. Whether that's in dressing, whether that's in certain styles, the way I speak. I already have certain personal things that are personal to me. The way I talk, like the way my hands have been moving throughout the course of the video, the way I enunciate certain words, the way my diction is, the way my hair is. There are certain things I can't change, like my face and my body. Yes, I can change my posture and my weight, but generally I can't. And today I just realized that personal taste is huge, and I have to stop looking at things I would normally look at for inspiration. So my content would usually be what you call like personal development content, bordering on inspirational and trying to be relatable. I'm not sure I'm relatable, but that's one of my goals, to try and be relatable. And I've been looking at a lot of people who make similar content to mine, to the kind I want to create rather. And I think I just realized I have to stop doing that. I have to look beyond the people that are creating content like I want to look at. And I know that may, like I said, I'm not a content creator. Just his 100 followers on that account, 0 subscribers at the minute on this account. So please, there isn't any advice coming from me. I'm not a guru. I'm just somebody who's living her life and trying to figure out how life can serve me best. I really hope that they don't take right. So I've got to wrap this up. Sorry, 10 minutes. But as I end, it's that I have got to look outside of where I am. I know when people say dream big, they usually say dream big, like look outside where you are. You need to expose yourself to the kind of things you want to be like. So if you want to create content in a particular aspect, you should look at people who create content and look at what they what they have accomplished. But even more, I've realized something that many people don't also talk about. You also have to look beyond the kind of content you want to create. You have to look at philosophies that wouldn't ordinarily appeal to you, or you think don't align with you in any way, shape, or form, and draw inspiration from that. Because your content isn't going to be unique, isn't going to be scarce, isn't going to be rare, isn't going to be this, huge thing, because there's so much content online. There's obviously somebody that has done something you've already done, said something you've already done, said in exactly the same way you said it. But we know we're unique because we're our own person. But what makes us, or what can make us even better at expressing that uniqueness? There's no doubt you're unique and I'm unique, but it's very difficult to express that on camera or with people when we aren't developing what fuels our uniqueness, our unique tastes. What you And when I say taste, I mean tasting everything. Now, of course, that's a huge. How do I say? It's a huge pocket to fill, or a huge pothole to fill. It's a huge pothole to enter. But I think that's the kind of bottle I'm entering these days. It's doing things that I would have never thought I would have done in January. I mean, I never thought I would be sitting here in January. I had a very different idea of where I would have been in January. I didn't even think I would be sitting here 2 weeks ago. So there's that. So yeah, I think that's the end of my first YouTube video, and I hope that eventually when I look back on this one day, I'm able to cringe, watch the video on, doing things that make you cringe and people cringe today. I hope I cringe. I hope I am happy at where I've gotten to. I hope that I've been able to develop a beautiful personal taste. I hope that I've been able to read far and wide in places I probably don't even know exist yet, to help me in building my creative business. So yeah, I don't know if I said this is episode 1, because doing things in episodes help you keep track, but also, yeah, that's the end of my video. Thank you if you stayed to the end, and I'm so sure I'm the only one that will stay to the end. So thank you, Munirua, for showing up for yourself and staying to the end. Bye.